Hello, Donut. Did you see the new champion already got his trailer released? Like an hour ago or something like that. Oh. You might be able to still check it out real quick before the show begins. Quick, go now. Oh, I see. What am I looking at? Alright, so let's see what they have in store for us this patch. Oh, I must mention something about the data mine videos. There won't be one for this PTS patch because the person that does the data mining kind of broke his computer.
Welcome everybody to another Paladins update show. We are so happy to have you here today, and I am your host, actually, first of all, Roman Nova, joined here by our lovely designers, Evil Mojo Adonis, and Nico, or the Kevins, as you might say. What's up, guys?
Hey, not too much. Just excited for patch notes. I think we have a lot of stuff to go over that I think players are going to be happy about, and I know Kevin has a special
the audio
someone
is not playing
to show off.
Just so our producer guy can let me know. I can't hear it through my through my headset.
I wonder if she has.
You
the
might have
browser
muted your Chrome.
We'll
I am
continue.
very excited as well. I actually got my second vaccine dose yesterday, Kevin. And I gotta say, the only thing sicker. Actually, I actually didn't get hit that hard. Thankfully.
They figured it out.
What is
folks.
sicker than I am right now is the
Firefox
stuff that we have today. So
muted.
I'm very, very excited to show that stuff today.
Okay, and now that I can hear you, I can, just say thank you so much for all the work that you and the rest of the team have put into this update. I'm so excited to get into every little bit that we have, and we do have quite a lot. So we're going to just get rolling right into it. Bug fixes here and, go right into design. So just to kind of kick it off, the first bug fix that we're going to talk about is for Imani. And we fixed an issue where Imani dying while her ultimate was active displayed bad information for the kill feed. Always a good thing. Big dragon sometimes can cause big problems. So I guess it's kind of nice to see. I just noticed that we've been fixing a lot more lately, honestly, guys, ever since we've added a couple more people to the team. So it's great to see some of these issues getting tackled more often. Good feelings.
Yeah, this one's kind of persisted for a while, too. I think, if I remember correctly, this is the one where if Imani dies while ulting, she has just the crystal in the kill feed instead of her name. So that's kind of one that's pretty visible for any Imani player. So I'm glad that we got this one fixed and that the people that we brought on are able to bolster what we're doing.
Absolutely. And on that note, let's go into our newest champion getting a bug fix here, Octavia. So hopefully y'all have been enjoying some Octavia the last couple weeks. And we fixed an issue where the reticle in all marksman rifle scopes was not completely centered on screen when using designated sights. I know that a couple people had some issues with the rifle at the beginning, so it's nice to see this and a lot of other issues. I think there were a couple more for her if you go and check the full list on the update notes.
Wasn't there like a bug that removed
this,
the crosshair when you were like low graphics or something?
A couple fixes that, to be expected sometimes when there's new champions amongst us.
By thorough testing, which they don't like to do.
Last one that we're going to go through for the hunt, because remember, the bigger list, because we just have so much to go through, the bigger list is on those update notes of all the bug fixes. There's a whole mumbo bunch of them, right? Is we fixed an issue where the countdown time for region unlocks and Trials of the Realm screen did not display properly on consoles. Always a win. We just had an issue this morning, just so you all know. The new ICO Trials is live, so we got that fixed ASAP. Already? Thank you. I think that was Nico that helped with that one, so thank you.
I guess that really was a bug. Not
on that note, unless there's any last words here for the hunt that you two want to say, we can move into your plethora of work.
Yeah, they fixed this sort of thing where you can't unlock the next trial.
Okay.
Yeah,
then I'm going to let you take it off. I think we have a little bit of news right here about ranked updates. I know ranked is a hot issue in the realm, so I'll let you two take it away.
Yeah, so I guess at first start at the high level for ranked updates is, at least for this split, we're going to be pushing the split back to the following patch for the next one. And that's going to coincide with mid-season balance patch, which is patch 5. We're talking about patch 4 right now. That'll have a slew of talent reworks, some item store changes, and obviously card and ability balance. But as far as this patch, we are making some adjustments to our ranked queue timers. There's been a lot of community feedback around, imbalanced and misbalanced matches, specifically at higher MMRs where you see like a Grandmaster queuing at a specific time where there's not a lot of players online in the region that they're queuing for, and they'll get these very unbalanced matches. And so we're making some adjustments to the queue time, and I'll explain kind of what these are. The first line that was showed was the normal wait time has been extended from 240 seconds to 480 seconds, and overtime has gone from 90 seconds to 300 seconds. And then so previously, just
overtime is not
so you all can get a base understanding of how Matchmaker works, is the normal wait time, which is now 480 seconds, it's been doubled, is where the Matchmaker goes and it looks for players of very similar skill levels. So if you're Grandmasters, it's not going to be pulling, gold players into your lobby. It's going to be looking for other Grandmasters, Masters, and then maybe some diamonds. And then the overtime wait is basically where it's going to expand that MMR range. So after you've waited for 480 seconds, it's going to go, okay, we don't have enough players near your skill level to get a match going, so we're going to widen that band. And so now maybe you'll have like some of the lower tier diamond or platinum players in your lobby. And then after that time is when an auto queue pops. Previously, I think this was 4 to 5 minutes. I can't remember the offhand calculations. Where after 5 minutes, if we didn't find a match that we felt like was skill accurate to you, we still want to get you in a game, and so we match force, and that's where you really get the imbalance, like silvers versus grandmasters. And so now the max wait time, I believe, is around 12 to 13 minutes instead of the previous 4 to 5. So you should be running into these issues significantly less often if you're at
if you
polarizing
get, like,
MMR,
3 dodges in a row
like 2 standard deviations away or more,
time.
Which is generally grandmasters and masters players to some degree. So you will be waiting for longer times to get queues, but we think that on average your matches will be significantly more balanced.
Always good to hear. I know that's been one of the bigger concerns in the player base, so it's great that we have, this attempt for it, and it was definitely a lot of, you were aware of a lot of these issues already, and then the AOC just also tag teaming and just kind of like pushing more awareness on this, that it's still something ongoing, and I think this is a win for everyone, especially if it ends up,
so I think they actually got it through the thick skull this time.
It ends up being a big win for everyone if it goes in that good direction that it's planned to here. But with that said, also let's go into some champion balance I'll let you kind of take it away here with Grover Adonis, the Balance Master. We have his ability Whirlwind getting a change. Looks like activating Whirlwind is I'll let you take it away. Go ahead.
All you players that have been frustrated by fully losing your Grover ult, no longer. So we've actually changed the implementation of Grover. Whirlwind now, it will still, just to be clear, it'll still require 100% activation, but it expends 20 energy on cast, and then it drains the remaining 80% energy over the 4-second duration. And then so if you die instantly, you're only losing that 20% initial ult charge investment. And you can also, there's also some gameplay elements to this where you can self-cancel your Grover ult to retain energy if everyone's topped off. So really excited to see this change. This will affect his balance. He is going to be stronger. So we will be monitoring him because he is one of the, I think, higher ranked supports, although depending on map, he can be a little bit weaker in less enclosed places. So we'll be keeping our eye on Grover, but we think this is a really, really good quality of life change for all those Grover mains out there.
I'm pretty sure the Grover mains are happy out there seeing that. I like Grover a little bit myself, so it's always nice when he gets, some love. But our next one that we're going to go over here in the show, before we actually get into Octavia, I wanted to give Nico a chance. We didn't originally have it included in here, but it is in the update notes, which we're working on getting to you live right now. But Grok has some changes coming, and I know they're very near and dear. This Grok all-star down here, Kevin, Nico, take it away. Let us hear about these Grok changes. Right. They're totemly awesome.
Totally awesome. That's a good one. Well, we are about to be riding the lightning, riding the storm here. So, Grok cooldowns for Healing Totem now occur simultaneously, and I have a little bit of commentary on that, and then an example. I know we don't have the lower part for this, but it is on the Patch Note show. I did want to give a shout out to this change. So, previously, Grok could use both charges of Healing Totem right away, and then there would be the full cooldown for a Healing Totem, and then another full cooldown for a Healing Totem before you get both charges back. With this change, Grok can use a Healing Totem and use another Healing Totem immediately, and then each of those Healing Totems will have a separate cooldown, a separate charge, so that in the same interval between using that 1 and 2, you will also get them back at the end of that 1 and 2. So this is going to see
this is how it always worked.
A big power spike for Grok right now. We do know that he's going to be in a strong state, especially, I believe, for probably our first PTS update. So I'm really, really counting on you guys to provide feedback on how this feels and the current state that Grok will be in with this change. But yeah, thank you so much, Romanova, for letting me get that out. I think this is definitely one that we're looking at kind of most for this patch, and I really appreciate you guys giving us that feedback.
Yeah, I didn't want you to explode from the excitement, so I needed to let you get that burst of energy out, But yeah, Octavia is next on our list of just ones that we're going to go over here during the show. Right? And again, folks, the list that's being posted in chat right now, you can follow along with the full notes. There's way more balance changes coming. We're just going over some, ones that we find pretty big. Octavia, new champion. Looks like we got some changes coming for a marksman rifle and hipfire. Looks like some nerfs, maybe a little bit of a buff. Either of you care to elaborate on this?
Yes.
Yeah, so Octavia, I think, is at a pretty successful launch. There are people who feel that she has fairly powerful in-hand, so these changes are shifting a little bit of the power, damage-wise, out of her in-hand, while reducing the bullet spread and the recoil of her in-hand, making it a little bit easier to hit, and reducing the damage fall-off at extended ranges, meaning that you will hit for more percentage of your base damage at longer ranges, and shifting a little bit of that power both into that recoil reduction and to the hip fire. So the reduced damage on the in-hand will go from 500 to 425, and for hip fire, you have an increased damage from 200 to 250 per shot, and an increased accuracy while hip firing as well, in addition to increased damage fall-off. So like I said, it's kind of just shifting a little bit from that ADS to the hip fire, the power.
Seems pretty fair.
Yep.
I know the community has been complaining a lot, thinking she's OP, so maybe this will help tone her down. Hopefully not too much. We'll always have to find out and see what's going on in PTS and forward. But Zin is our final one. We're going to go off here. And Zin, I know this was a big topic too in AOC discussions. A lot of people bringing up Zin as well. But yes, Guillotine, we're getting some changes. We're getting reduced damage on Guillotine. I'll let you go. It looks like you're ready, Adonis.
And less damaging ult.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I'll take that.
So looking at Zen, Zen is obviously like the premier duelist in our game. He, should be winning in most 1v1 situations if both players are coming in with all their cooldowns at full health.
Yep.
Guillotine has a fairly large hitbox, and it's very easy to confirm. And we feel this kind of takes a lot of the skill away from being a duelist and using your kit intelligently. And so what we're really looking at here is the Guillotine talent. We're reducing the damage, obviously, by 5%, and removing the ultimate charge rate increase. We still think this is, at base, a very, very powerful talent that a lot of times you are selecting to counter specific front lines, either in the off lane or a point tank that you feel like your team doesn't have the damage to take out. And so we still think that this talent will exist in a spot that he can be successful at doing that without it being the default go-to talent in most situations, which is a lot of what we're seeing right now.
TLDR,
it's nice to hear the people's voices again always be heard, where it does seem like there was a lot of concern about Zin, but we're going to wrap this up because we have a very special video to show you live right now, folks. We are showing you the first look at the new update coming to Jaguar Falls. We've been doing a lot of these visual updates, and Jaguar Falls is the one coming in this update. So please enjoy this reveal trailer of the new upgrade to Jaguar Falls.
Actually, it looks kind of neat. Reminds me of Frog Isle a little. I wish this was a new map though, but I guess I'll take this. Ooh. Yeah, it does look great.
So, about that, it looks like when we did Frog Isle, there needed to be more frogs. It seems like in Jaguar Falls, we just need more jaguars. I don't know. What do you
think? Some of the Frog Isle textures to retexture the ground.
It makes sense to me. Jaguar Falls probably should involve some amount of jaguars. So I mean, I'll just do a quick comment on this. This is our continued work on improving kind of our maps, especially looking at our older maps that were developed very on in Paladins. As we're continuing along development, we're identifying maps that we feel only really need a visual upgrade and have strong design potential. Jaguar Falls is one of those. And then also identifying maps that we think also need a visual upgrade and some potential design changes, which I know the AOC spoiled that there's some Stone Keep stuff coming in the future. But I'm really happy that our team is continuing to go back through these maps and really update them to the standards that the team holds now for our maps. And a quick blurb from Alex Martin, Alex Martin and Rick, I can't even recall his last name. Oh, please don't blame me. Who really killed it on this map. So the underlying design and architecture are basically the same as the original, but the materials, rock, and vegetation are much improved. We've added metallic gold through the map to add a feeling of opulence and ancient wealth. We've also added a new jaguar statue to the map at the head of the waterfall along the back wall of the map. It's large, imposing, and should serve as a landmark from quite a distance. All the water and waterfalls in the map have also been updated to use the textures and material treatments used for water in Bazaar and beyond. This includes an updated waterfall material created for this map by our VFX lead. As for the lighting, we've tried to make the tree canopy atop the buildings much denser, which has resulted in deeper shadows throughout the map, giving the map a more tropical, jungle-like feel. Torch lights and dappled sunlight have been added or enhanced to keep the level readable for gameplay while retaining the moody atmosphere that we all love. And we hope you enjoy this updated take on one of our classic maps. So excited for you guys to get your hands on this one.
Awesome. Yeah, and with that said, we got some more things about, just gameplay in general coming up. We have our first ever insight to the limited time modes. A lot of people have been asking for more kind of events to do in game, and this is kind of our way of being able to do that and change it up all the time. You know, and okay, you look like you're plotting right now, Kevin. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
It's my secret.
But speaking of secrets, or just seek, the first mode here that we're going to be, it looks like the two that you
is probably
have
more
dropped
in the
for us
patch notes.
coming in this next update are hide and seek and knock around.
But yeah, it seems like
I know you've been doing some of these in the playtest, so care to elaborate on these?
Yeah. So I'm going to pull back a little bit and kind of discuss our view on limited time modes and what we have presented for players today for this patch, and kind of what our goals are for the future. So for this first instance, we're basically taking your traditional Paladins gameplay and then doing it in new and unique ways. So hide and seek is a great example of one of the 8 limited time modes we have coming throughout this patch. Who shot first? Everyone plays this team deathmatch as Strix with unlimited stealth charge, increased damage and movement speed, and reduced cooldown. So you're running around, you're trying to flare to pop the other Strixes out of stealth. And then your body shots do almost all of their health, and headshots are going to obviously one-tap the enemy Strixes. And so we have 8 of these types of modes that we're going to be presenting throughout the patch. They're going to be available on Tuesday, Wednesdays, and then Saturday, Sundays. And so for the other days of the week, the queues will be turned off. And so every Tuesday, Wednesday, you're going to see a new mode, and then Saturday, Sunday, it'll switch to another mode. These will be open for 48-hour queue times. Essentially what we've done really from our end is we have created tools that allow our designers to create these type of modes and experiences for players without a ton of investment or reinvestment from our programming team, so we can continue to make stuff like this. And this is just, again, our first mode from the first part of our goal for limited time modes. This is a multi-step plan for us. Outside of continuing to develop more basically hooks for our designers to create unique modes, we're also going to be looking to identify some of the stronger features that we're developing and get those into custom games. A lot of what we want to create as a team for you all in the upcoming year is like a toolbox. So if you have been playing Siege for 2 to 3 years, we want to ensure that we are giving you tools as a player or as a community or just with your friends to start taking a lot of these modifiers and craft your own custom games and have fun in the game without directly playing in our main queues. So we're really excited to try and continue to develop this. We're also looking at, again, this is not short term, this is long term, bringing back some of our older game modes. And so we know that a lot of people have love for Payload. I do want to set expectations. We can't promise that right now, but it is on our list to investigate how much work is going to go into bringing Payload back as an LTM. We're not really looking to do it as a main queue, but we do want to take the time to properly investigate and see if it's something that we can bring back without an extreme amount of hassle. But again, that's not short term. That's something that we're going to be looking for in the long term.
So probably next
year. I've now spilled all of the limited time mode stuff.
No, it's okay. I think that's really important to end on too, because as I see the chat, a lot of people really want that mode, but at least you're telling them it's not coming right now, but it's something that you are looking into to bring back as an LTM if you have the ability to, because there is a lot of work that goes into setting these up in the game, and I've seen that, and I commend you all for bringing more excitement and variety to what people can do with their game modes. I think that's great. But on that note, we have we're going to be going into our first event pass, or our second event pass of the year, but our
skins.
One for this patch.
Let's see how many I got right.
If you haven't guessed from all the teasers, folks, the theme is summer, and the event pass itself is called Beach Bash. So we are going to go right into it where, hold on, I got to get ready for this one.
Are they going to just recycle
Beach skins? Bash, so got the shades. And did you bring yours too? You brought your party shades? No, okay. No, all right, just me. I came ready for the party.
Oh, he's letting the hair down though.
Okay. He's letting it down.
He's ready.
Okay.
It looks like a mess, though. I should have left it up.
Don't look.
Okay.
No one watch. Well, we'll cancel looking at you, and we'll go right into our first skin here. Beachside Octavia, if y'all didn't know. That was her in the water, snorkeling.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're gonna take a first look at her here in just a second in game.
Kind of looks like Samus from Metroid.
There she is. And just like that, I love the way it looks. Like, I love the splash art, but I just love the way she looks in game. And I also like that she has her prosthetic leg is a prosthetic flipper leg.
For easy maneuvering in the water. I also think this is one of my favorite weapons this patch as well.
I like the way the shield is. It's like a water bubble.
Sorry, I'm back. I was putting my hair up again. Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, it
I am.
Basically,
you
like,
have no idea. I still love this weapon type, right? We brought it back from the Shore Patrol, what we did with Koga, kind of the water gun effects. They are some of my favorite weapons in our game.
I mean, what are you going to do without them, am I right?
Oh, there it is. All right, it wouldn't be an update show.
Look, I get one. I get one.
All right, you get one. 2, you're cut.
Yep. They dock my pay in crystals.
I like that it's waterfalls. You know, they say don't go chasing waterfalls. I definitely don't want to be chasing the waterfalls in the end of that ultimate.
I mean, it works out because these waterfalls will chase you.
Okay.
Oh.
Showing some of the new sprays too.
I can fix that immediately.
Yeah, I think the team.
It is better.
Like, we say this a lot though, but like some of the sprays and 3D things in this event pass and even the Trials of the Realm coming.
Awesome.
They're some of the funnier ones. I think it's hard to top the one that we just did with all the PC jokes that we had for the and then gaming jokes for the ROM Imani one.
Yeah, the updated digitized skin line. Yeah.
The digitized skin line, but this comes in pretty close. It'll be kind of up to y'all again. Let's hear some of her voice lines there. Get our man Strixus in the back there to guide us.
You know me. I gotta look great, feel great, and party hard. I can't help it. It's just a way of life for me. Just someone who lives for the waves, sun, sand, seashore.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what was I talking about?
That's a mood.
Ooh, yeah. Woohoo, baby. Yeah. That's sad.
She's having fun on the beach.
It was fun while it lasted.
It's a vibe.
And the voice box kind of sounds generic. I don't know.
Yo, she's great.
It's kind of like the.
They have so much character to them. I like the one that we posted in the teaser too, where she's saying, "Attention, there's a monster in the water, a party monster." I was like, I feel it. I feel it.
The Imani gaming skin sounds kind of like that.
Yeah, shout out to Enmood for writing a fantastic voice pack.
Yeah, the default is pretty good. For Octavia, at least, for now.
Has been killing it. And yeah, we're going to go right into our next one. It is not Yagoroth, for those who thought it was. It is Buck. Buck is finally getting some love getting a new skin.
This looks awesome.
Is,
nobody guessed that this was the Buck skin.
So,
people were saying this is Drogos or Yagoroth or stuff. But nobody. Nobody got this to be Buck skin.
Different entities and stuff like of my 90s childhood, but it reminisces me of a certain, classic show that you might have watched in the 90s.
Yeah. This character too. This is Ripjaw, by the way. So very similar to Pip and Pepper. We've actually, created a fully fledged.
So this is an Echo skin
to some degree, if that's what you want to reference. And this is the recolor for Ripjaw, called This
right here is top notch.
It's not even his final form.
And just to be clear, the Great Orange in this event pass, that's a free skin for people playing, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe this is the free skin, yes.
Yeah.
Unlocked at level 18 on the event
level
pass.
18. So, yeah, let's
free. The red one is free, I think.
Yeah. This is scary. I don't want this thing leaping at me.
Right?
I mean, the wind-up, he's gonna... Yeah, he's buff. He's yoked.
No longer are the nets going after the shark. Now the shark is netting you, and you are in danger. Thank you.
So again, another small thing to note. Oh, I wasn't laughing at your joke.
Oh.
I'm sorry, that's too rude. Another thing is we actually have lowered Buck's 1P weapon position. Some of you may notice that. Notice it more on his base weapon, and part of that is to give him more screen space when shooting, because sometimes the size of the shotgun could block some of your game.
The sound is kind of meaty. I like it.
A little bit of quality of life to go with a fantastic skin. Fantastic?
Fantastic works.
Fantastic. Wow. All right, let's see his.
Nico is on point with the puns this time.
Ooh, love that sharks.
Ooh, the
Shark
jaws.
mouth.
Yeah, you got the jaws of Buck around your jaws of Ripjaw. Oh, there we go. There's one of the 3D
Fishbowl.
sprays. You got a little fishbowl. Got a little fishbowl. Oh, and then yeah. There's one on there too that I think if we can get Strixus to play it, that you might recognize from our first teaser that I gave you, the reverse mermaid. I don't know if you saw that in there, but
My muse.
yeah. That is gonna be a spray, but we'll get to that. That spray is not in the event pass, if I'm correct. I think that is actually going to be one of the trials rewards for those of you who've been enjoying Trials of the Realm. So let's hear some of his voice lines before we get into our look at the level 24 unlock skin for Octavia here.
My brother's in the construction business. He's a real hammerhead.
Oh, Russian shark.
Jaw thumb. That was a feast. That was a feast. Cancel that. You're the prey. I'm the predator. Oh, you're a monster. Oh, you're a monster.
Actually, scratch that. It sounds kind of piratey.
Right, and then we're going right into it. So
what the?
This one is even cooler.
The recolors are actually pretty good.
The beachside Octavia. We have
American
Octavia at our level 24 unlock. And wait until you folks see this in game, because our FX team, aka it's Rollin, right? It's Rollin. Am I right?
Octavia. Fuck yeah.
Rollin really did some magic with her hair. So let's go into game and check her out. Oh, there isn't? Oh. Okay, well, we'll have to get you guys some clip online then, because this is definitely one. Basically, I'll slightly spoiler it for you, just because we don't, I guess, have the ability to go in game on this. But the hair has sparklers like animated all around it, but it's way better seeing it than me just describing it. So with that said, we do have a really cool emote to show you that comes in this event pass, and if you're an Atlas fan, you're going to be really excited.
You an Atlas fan?
Yeah, this was one that
I think
animation team has worked or has had in their kind of the back of their mind for a while now, and we kind of finally were able to pull it out, and I think it turned out really well. They did a fantastic job with this, as they do with everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Snoop Dogg. Okay,
this
is pretty good.
I can definitely see myself using this over the corpse of my opponents.
This is a big
Dropping like it's hard.
Yeah, if you aren't using this as Atlas, you're messing up. So there's also some other really cool things that I don't know if we'll get a chance to show you later, but if you're looking in the update notes, IO also in the event pass is getting an MVP. if you saw on, I think it was National Cat Day, we showed a picture of her hugging her cat, or well, not her cat, but Mew Mew. Oh, we.
That's glorious.
MVP for you. We saw how much you loved it, so it is now a thing.
The only MVP I need for IO.
This thing is the best thing.
Yeah,
Mew
we're
Mew's
killing you
crushing
with
it in
cuteness
this.
right now. Yeah, Mew Mew's having her best life right now. But
Okay, see any bet on it.
we will go over and talk about some of the rewards coming in Trials of the Realm for this, since that's also kind of a part of this, and it is going to be, the rewards are going to be Beach Bash themed as well. It is summer. So we'll go through this really quickly. You can check on the patch notes, the trial schedule specifically. The first one that'll unlock is going to be the Temple Isles on May 26th. Basically, some emotes. I know we are going to go in game to show some of this once Strixus is ready. We have a Corvus emote as a reward for doing trials, which is spectacular looking. I know Nico is ecstatic since Corvus is like that was like your first character you specifically designed for the game, right? Like full on.
That's correct.
You designed, yeah. So I know it's near and dear to your heart. So we'll see that in a second. We also have an MVP post for Ruckus, an announcer pack for Vora as a reward. So those of you who love
If you like
Stephanie,
Vora, you can get
the voice
announcer
actress for
pack.
Vora, you know, she's also the voice actress for other characters you might have heard of if you didn't catch our podcast with her, where if you play Resident Evil 2, the remaster, she is Claire. But in our game, she's Vora. And yeah, we're getting an announcer pack with her as a reward for you doing Trials of the Realm, as well as some avatars, some static sprays, and some 3D sprays. That one with the...
Can I get the music pack too?
Is also the reward here. It's called My Muse.
My muse.
My Muse. So if we can, I don't know if Strixus is ready, if we can get something from the back.
Vora is getting a voice pack.
We do want
Yep.
to show off that Corvus emote before going into our next bunch of skins.
It's gonna be free in the trials.
5, 4,
Nice.
3, 2, 1.
I've always, you know,
This
knew
is
we could do
Corvus
it.
T-posing.
I just knew it in my heart that Corvus could levitate, and now it has become a reality.
Look at him go. Just imagine having that slowly levitate towards you.
Absolutely. And with that being said,
The memes are
we
strong.
have some more teasers here. So the summer fun ain't done yet. All right, the summer fun ain't done yet. We have Lifeguard Tiberius. This is going to be a skin that will be available in the summer fun.
I bet you want this.
In this next update. Oh, well, before we do that, we're going to show you Ruckus.
Hello, Ruckus.
But yeah,
I believe
so
this
real quick,
is his new MVP post, correct? Yeah. So Guns
Yes.
Out available to Ruckus.
Yes. I had to tease everyone real quick because they're just so thirsty for the Lifeguard Tiberius that we have to make them wait just a little bit longer, desire it a little bit more before we get that splash art on the
Really?
screen. It's okay. It gave me
Oh,
time to put
that
my
does make
sunglasses
sense
on,
because Romanova is a big Dragon Ball fan.
and I'm looking at you, production. Whenever we're ready, we'll be going into that any second for everyone. But I love that so many people. Somebody said it was a palm tree. His tail was clearly in the background of Fernando's selfie. And if you didn't see that as a tail, and you saw that as a palm tree, I'm saying, what? But yeah,
I
as we're
mean,
getting that
I don't
ready-
know any trees that grow sideways, right?
No, I mean oh, there he is. Who's ready to be rescued?
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
Who's ready to be rescued?
They're doing the sunglasses thing because this is kind of a beach event pass.
Tigrons? Who
Lifeguard.
says cats are afraid of the water? This Tigron ain't afraid of the water.
Water is the greatest evil, though, for cats. I don't know if you were aware of that.
I don't know.
The greatest
mine,
evil in the world.
Mine used to let me give it a bath.
Talent
But-
check. Loadout, check.
Yeah, and if people may have noticed, these are also wrecked weapons that are coming alongside.
Now
this
there's
skin. So,
a model
Lightning
change as
Guard
well.
Tiberius skin
His
and,
hair, for
wrecked
example.
weapons are within that set.
Also, he's kind of a zebra
The heavy
thing
blade is
here.
gorgeous.
Has more stripes, like.
Oh my gosh, the sound.
Jag Falls.
Wait, Tiberius gets wrecked weapons?
It fits like being on a beach because it
Yeah.
looks like pool toys, you know? It looks like you would like that would be like foam.
It looks like they just made it direct to him.
Beating your friends up in the pool with your foam noodles, or I guess for this case it's not a foam noodle, it's a foam sword. Is what that looks like almost.
Some dangerous.
I gotta say,
right now.
Yeah. Don't run with foam. I love the bouncy noises that we have off the wall with these
that animation
chakrams.
was great. And let's see his ultimate there too. All right, he's ready. He is ready to save the day.
Oh, good splash.
The ocean better beware.
Can we activate the ult again? Yeah, the line on guard day. It's a beach.
I think that might be the best thing you've ever written, Kevin.
The worst part about that is that it kind of came out in the session. It wasn't even pre-written.
He said on guard,
Thanks, Mr. Yeah, he's
on guard
trying to pronounce French, which we thought was a really fun take. This has the voice back has a lot of Koga Summer vibes as well. So if we can listen to that, I think you guys will get the flavor. Bruh.
The hotter you are, the quicker I'll come to your rescue.
Okay, so that's what the voice line was for. Yep.
Bro, you been lifting? Yeah, take a look at this. Better snap a photo. Bro, you been lifting?
Bruh. Yo, him and Koga from the last theme, they're definitely best bros. Also, sorry if my mic was a little loud. I think pushing it back helped a little bit.
Yep, more bruh.
But whew, I like too the reactions people got where it said the hotter you are, the quicker I'll come rescue you. There was like feels bad people in the chat. They were like, but I'm not hot, so will you come rescue me? Or
You're just not first on the
I
list.
just dead? Yeah.
Oh, Statue of Liberty Inara.
Yeah, for those who were not aware that there was a Statue of Liberty Inara on Americon's apron while he was, just having his grill out, cooking some meats. Grill master Americon. He's a fan of Lady Liberty.
So basically, we now have American, American Drogus,
really well
American Octavia, and now American Inara. All we're missing is one healer, and then we'll have an entire American team.
Lady and the Torch as well, right? And we always do a fun 4th of July skin every year, and I think this one, I know I think I like the Free Gold Drogos a little bit, but I think this tops that one. I don't know if anything can ever top Americon, but
American undefeatable
is gonna be pretty up there. She also has some really funny voice lines. And this will be available just so everyone knows. We also have a list of chests in the update notes if you're checking at home. Chat will be linking those as well. This will be in the
Jesus.
So there's gonna be some other fun new content too. We'll show in a little bit.
Yeah, Americon is definitely a national treasure, but I think shout out to Thomas for this voice pack as well. I think it turned out really well.
Yeah, this one's very themed, very similar to Americon. A lot of stars and stripes and red, white, and blue.
Yeah, the one that sounds like little fizzlers.
I'm a big fan of this wall.
Okay, that looks good.
Made, I think.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh, that's nice.
More. Yeah, her slow. I love that it's like the torch and it has little stars going around it. Very, very cool. You know, and with this too, you know, a lot of it's not necessarily meant to be a serious vibe for those at home. You know, we do.
Over what?
Because, you know, it's almost.
Varix
like,
getting a buff.
Ever since Americon, it's become kind of like a thing where we just throw one of these in, you know, every year for 4th of July, and they're never to be too serious. Like, if you can tell from the voice packs, you know, they're just supposed to be about like good old fun and, you know, some good old joke lines and whatnot. So.
Slam.
Nice.
All right.
I like the stars after.
Iran. Inarak here.
Across this battlefield. You are a light of freedom. America
Yep.
is great because America is good.
The fuck?
And
Ooh.
with that being said, we're gonna go into another goodie in the cookout chest.
This is a mount,
We
probably.
have the Wings of Liberty mount, also for 4th of July.
Okay.
I love the
Ah,
gun
yeah.
holder. as you slapped an engine on your Griffin, you of course need the cup holder to go along with it.
So we had the American mount from Realm, and now we have this.
Shoulder are good. They come on both sides, just so you can.
It's
leave
just
them
glorious.
on either side, no matter what. This
Yep.
eagle got tattooed twice just for his mom.
Well, that is
Boy
a
loves
buff
his mama.
bald eagle.
Oh yeah.
Trailing effects again, looking fantastic.
If you weren't sure if this was an American
Golden
map,
Ying.
you can definitely tell from the VFX trails.
My goodness. And Golden Ying.
They're blasting through so fast.
We are
Yes.
getting
Why?
Golden skins back again for those who have been wanting golden skins. We have Golden Ying, but we also have another one. I really like the color palette on Golden Ying, and I know Ying fans have been.
This is so far the
this.
yeah.
We
This
have
is so
a
far the
huge
best
Ying fan
patch
base,
note
so
show,
yes,
and we haven't even
yes,
gotten to the new
Ying
champion yet.
has finally arrived. Yes, but we also have a prince coming in, getting a golden skin. Talus.
Talus?
This update is very strong with the Squadron, I must say myself. Right, guys?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Still have no idea what a Veracharger is, but this guy is getting his
Still
golden
trying to
skin,
figure
which
that
is
one out.
fantastic.
No,
Kevin,
all of his stuff
Veracharger
is gold.
really a Veracharger.
But yeah,
It's a Veracharger.
Talus
because,
could use a little bit
that's
of
the way it is.
improvement.
It is the thing it is because it is.
And with that being
Yeah, so that's
said, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
I was just gonna say that's you know a lot of people have been calling for more golden skins. I know we took a brief break there to focus on other stuff, but we're back on the horse or the Griffin, so to speak, with Ying and Talus.
Can I now have new Obsidian skins too, please?
I think.
And Cosmic.
No, that's not the end of our.
Thank you.
show. I think we have this new champion to go over. That was
Time for
revealed not
time
too
for
long ago
Koga
on our
2.0.
social media. And for those of you who have not gotten to see this trailer yet, all right, we're gonna show it again here live. This is our Vatu reveal trailer, and if you haven't seen it, congrats. And if you have, you're gonna watch it again and love every second of it.
I'll shut up.
Let production take it away.
Praying, scared. Darkness has come for you.
Darkness. I do not fear the dark.
Nice.
Nice. Excellent.
I'm hiding from the shadows.
Do not.
Vatu is the new flank character that was data mined.
Yeah, we've been putting together for a minute here. Really fun influencer campaign. You may have seen all the puzzle pieces, creating his splash art, as well as a little message that came with it saying "Do not fear the shadow," and some of the lore teasers as well that have gone on there. And you know, we have a lore master here on deck, Nico himself. So I'll kind of let Nico take it away because I know there's been a lot of questions, and you'll have to touch on the thousand hand thing because so many people think he is, and I've been trying to hint without telling them he's not specifically. So I'll let you kind of dive into his lore. Go ahead.
All right, let's get it. So welcome. We're welcoming Vatu, the Shadow, to Paladins, the realm. Vatu. So. Is a legend, but he's not a legend in the sense that, you know, he's a household name, everyone knows about him, right? He's a legend in the sense that he's the whisper, right? The whisper in the night about that entity, that ninja, you know, the kunai from the dark, the death. You never know if it's accidental. So I'll read a little bit of his lore blurb and then give a little bit of backstory, and then we'll hop right into kind of who he is and what he does. But essentially, his origins are kind of shrouded in mystery. You know, he's been talked about, or maybe someone like him, maybe it's a title, maybe it's passed down between. We don't actually know, you know, what's going on there entirely. But what we do know is he is, like I said, he is that untimely death, the unsolved murder. The one thing that seems consistent is his actions are stemming, at least majorly, from a desire to protect the Skadron people. So, you know, maybe a soldier does something wrong to a Skadron who's passing by a local village. Maybe the soldier kind of trips and falls and breaks his neck the next day. You never know. Is it the Shadow? Is it not? He is associated with the Thousand Hands Guild, but he is not a Thousand Hands Guild member. He and the Thousand Hands Guild, Zin specifically, have a mutual understanding. Zin's not going to say to this legendary ninja, "Hey, go do my bidding," but hey, if Vatu has stuff that can help the Thousand Hands Guild and he gets paid for it, which can then go help the Skadron, mutual benefit. And we're excited to
so he is a Skadron.
His backstory and more of his lore
like
as
Talos
time go on.
and Skadron Ash.
Especially as I mentioned,
and Madame Vatu, I guess.
Kind of his greater backstory are still a little bit shrouded in, so to speak, shadow at this point.
I think it's cool that we have pretty much
Skadron?
Like, I don't want to say our
I don't know.
We do have other characters that have that ninja vibe, but he feels like a pure, like, ninja character. Like, that's what he is to the T. And he's Skadron.
He is your ninja's ninja.
So Skadron is Skadron is a race of people in realm.
We're gonna show off his splash art here. Thunderbrush did this, by the way. For
Talos,
curious.
Skadron Ash, and Maldamba, and now Vatu are the same race.
With this pose, it's very dynamic to me. The way that he's like landed and he has the kunai. I don't know. What do you guys kind of think about his visuals in general? Since you're also kind of fanboying over there.
Very intimidating. Very, cool in my opinion.
Yeah, he's got like the perfect amount of edge, right? Like he's the edge is there, but it's not too over the top. I think it blends in really nicely with this character. And kind of what you mentioned before, for this character, we had done Koga, who was a lot of fun and ultimately, didn't land in what we view like the traditional like archetype of a ninja to be. We felt there was a lot of unexplored space still.
So this really is a Koga 2.0
theme, and so Vatu is kind of birthed from that original idea and theme that we want to just explore a little bit more deeply in a more traditional sense. And I think visually, he is kind of what you expect to be this like shadow assassin warrior to look like.
He is associated with the Thousand Hands, but not a member of it. So I guess he's somewhere in the gray area.
Him to get a first look, and there he is.
Oh. In the game, he kind of looks like Assassin's Creed, but with a tail.
Right away if we want. He is a flank with base health value right now of 1900, and he wields kunai in his in hand. His in hand he launches 3 kunai in an arc from his hands every 0.9 seconds, dealing 300 damage per kunai. Has a max ammo count of 5 and is fully effective up to 75 units. Now, the interesting thing about this is there's a bit of a gravity arc, right? So you can toss it from farther away, but you're going to be doing both less damage, and you'll have to aim as it spreads out, and as it drops, it'll be a little bit harder to.
So basically, it may have but easier
at kind of medium range. This is part of what is encouraging him. He is most effective close, right? So we are encouraging him to be in that medium to close range space for his engagements. If you want to take a look at his alt fire, his right click for those PC players, they are shadow bombs. So he sends out a series of 3 explosive projectiles that stick to either their target or the world and explode after a short duration. Each explosive, the actual hit, does a small amount of damage, and then an additional damage on explosion. And it has a range of 150 before it will.
So basically, Sky's bombs. Or poison bolts, or whatever.
All of his abilities are meant to be used kind of in combination with each other. You know, you can imagine potentially doing a close range kunai, right click kunai combo, and that's where a lot of your burst is interweaving these different abilities. His ability
He's gonna shred.
Ambush. That's what we saw the targeter for as well under our Catsy bots over here. Ambush will teleport next to your target, dealing a small amount of damage in an AoE area around the target. This ability can be refired a second time within a short duration on a different target before the ability goes on cooldown. So we can see teleport to Cassie, and then teleport to Fernando. And the ability would go on cooldown after
this
that.
This motherfucker is going to be so hard to catch.
Hits in a 20-unit radius, and is fully effective up to 10 units. And the teleport at base has a range of 85 units. One of the coolest things, in my opinion, about Vatu is his next ability, ability 2, which is called Dash. It is not revolutionary so much in what it does, but how the experience is delivered. So Dash is a quick dash in the direction you are moving, reducing the damage you take by 60% during this time. So what that means is, and what I think is what makes this feel particularly good, is that it is a combination of where you are looking and the movement input you have. So if I'm looking forward and I am pressing, for those PC players, I'm pressing S, I will go backwards. If I'm looking forward and pressing A to go left, I will go left and right, and etc. This combined with multiple charges, and I believe it's a 0.2 second post fire, which means that 60% DR will only apply during the dash, which is 0.2 seconds. Provides a lot of both mobility and, I think, mobility in a way that feels good for this champion. So a lot of mobility in this champion for sure. And we get to show off what a really, really cool ultimate here called Nightfall. So Vatu's ultimate, you activate to start charging up, and you will reactivate either by pressing the ultimate button again or by clicking or firing to dash forward extremely quickly, dealing damage to enemies and stunning them. Poor Cassie. The thing that's interesting to note about this ability is it is not limited to the ground. If I see a Drogos up in the air, I happen to have my ultimate ready, I can...
Oh great, yet another counter for Drogos.
And kind of snipe that Wyron out of the air. Now this is kind of in
poor
line
Drogos.
With the
he just can't catch a break.
Kit, the mobility of the game kit. This is kind of that power moment that allows you to really focus down as a ninja, as an assassin, a single target, or potentially multiple targets if you line them up properly. This ability has a minimum charge time of 0.5 seconds, a maximum charge time of 2 seconds, and will automatically fire after 3 seconds. It cannot be cancelled. Kevin, do you have anything else to add as far as base kit goes?
Looks kind of interesting overall,
I don't
despite all the recycled abilities.
The kit pretty well. I think this is a character that takes a little bit longer to get the hang of, similar to Maeve, in that I think once you really start understanding, not only what the abilities do, but how to use them, there's a lot of fun and like dynamic play with Vatu, and he's got a lot of interesting cards too. I think that I'm excited to see players dive into and see what kind of builds they come up with once we get into PTS and live.
Yeah, ultimate is kind of
that's a big thing for me. I love to see the players use kind of the fluidity.
Kind of like Lex's ult in a way.
These game kits to do a bunch of different things. We can go over his talents real quick, and then we can move into his cosmetics as well.
Sounds good. Oh, look at the fishes.
Sorry, Kevin, you had something?
Oh, no, I wanted to know if our cameraman could run around and use his kit fully comboed. See if we can showcase like the fluidity that the kit really has. Yes, is the answer.
Oh yeah, the animation team did an amazing job. Shoutouts to everyone who worked on any of Vatu's animations, as well as these emotes, which are just, you know, killing it. We showed off the one. Is there a second, or is it an MVP that I'm thinking of? I think it might be the MVP.
I believe we do have another emote, but as we get that set up, I can also go through his talents real quick.
He might as well be a damage.
Talent is called Omnipresence, where your ambush, that's the teleport, will gain an additional charge, and can now be additional charge within each cooldown. So you can teleport to one more person in the chain before it goes on cooldown, and can now be used on allies as well. So this can be a teleport to an ally after teleporting to an enemy to get out kind of thing.
Oh.
We see if you can make it almost.
You can also teleport to your own teammates. So instead of yelling for a healer, you can actually go to the healer.
You can teleport to an enemy Cassie,
that is interesting.
Cassie, and back to an allied Cassie, and you are relatively safe. His talent 2 is called Unerring. This one is focused on.
This is going to be a very damage-heavy flank.
It will increase the explosion radius of those shadow bombs by 5 units, a small amount, and they now actually home to enemies. So they are relatively difficult to hit at medium to long distances at base. But with this, maybe you don't need to aim quite so much. It's not a perfect homing, of course, especially since these projectiles go so quickly, but it will help you kind of get the edge if you are in the middle.
So he has an ultra talent as well.
Close enough to guarantee that hit. And our third talent is called Enveloping Shadows. A little bit tougher to show off with cooldowns disabled, you know, #dev cheats, but Enveloping Shadows will reduce the cooldown of your basic abilities, which are your non-ultimate abilities, by 15% after hitting at least one enemy with at least one kunai for each throw. So if I throw 3 kunai and I hit all 3, I will get 1 instance of 15% cooldown reduction on the rest of your abilities. And this is kind of flowing into that same, you know, fluidity of
the cooldown ability seems to be like the best one
of them right now. And those are your talents. Actually, I would also love to hear, if we have time, some of his voice lines. Vatu was voiced by none other than Young Yeah.
No.
Young Yeah! No fucking way.
Aerodynamic. You are worthy. I am the soothing darkness on a blistering summer's day.
I think I asked this on Nico's stream.
Forget it.
He is a YouTuber who is moving into voice acting thing. He does a lot of gaming news.
You have my thanks.
This is what I exactly what I wanted.
Huge shout out to Young. He did.
Young did such a good job at voice acting this. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. But with that being
the patchnote show,
last little bit of,
the moment
in-game content with Vatu, we have
the moment when you couldn't think it was gonna get any better.
Yeah,
it got better.
For this, an unmasked Vatu. You know, take a drink of water if you're out there seeing this.
Kinda looks like Guy Fawkes.
This is going to be the season pass exclusive.
Wow. This is limited. Season pass limited, by the way.
Yes.
So you can only get it from season pass.
Yep, season pass 2021. So if you haven't gotten it yet, here's a reason to right here.
Okay, this green one I like.
This is going to be the recolor that you can
awesome.
get. Sorrow, available for 200 crystals or 60,000 gold. Something to spend some of that gold on if you need to.
Oh, this is a recolor?
All right. And
cheap.
We have a golden Vatu as well for you folks. Looking
Shadow's Wreck.
clean. Sorry.
Golden Vatu actually has kind of
golden skin.
Has unique details to it on the cape and stuff.
So good.
I love the cloak details, the kind of like cloud aesthetics that's been built into it, which are, I believe, different from his base.
Yeah, it has unique details to a golden skin. None of the others,
I can't wait to see.
to my knowledge, has that.
Compete, I guess, with creepers out there in the round to see who's going to get the first level 50 Vatu when it comes out. I swear, we will release an update, and no sooner than we don't even do champion XP, I'll get a tag, and it'll be like, I've reached level 50 with, last Octavia. I'm like, it's been 2 days. Yo,
we need a race. We need a race to 50 mastery. That's what we really need.
Yeah. No,
Can I just sequel myself into your mastery and say I won?
No.
No, that's cheating. That's cheating, Nico. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed this show so far today. I think it's been a blast, an absolute pleasure. We've been pretty good at our time here today.
It's gonna be me.
We're pushing the production over the edge here.
Actually, not, but I could give it a shot.
But we had so much really fun content. I'm really excited. I think mostly me. Before we sign off, we can all go over what we're probably most excited for. I'm sure a lot of it's Vatu, but I'm excited that we brought the Beach Bash theme back. I think it's a really fun, annual thing if we can keep doing it. I think there's always creativity to see how these characters would be out on the beach, So, I don't know. What do y'all think?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this patch overall. I think the summer skins are great. Really, obviously, I'm a huge fan of Vatu. I think once players get their hands on him,
it's gonna be on Monday or something like that.
5 to 10 games, you'll really
if they aren't gonna tell it, they're just gonna announce it on Twitter or something.
Job of crafting this character.
But I'm assuming it's either today or Monday.
Same with limited time modes. Please give us your feedback. We have 8 that are going to be rotating out throughout this patch. So tell us which ones you like, because you will probably be seeing all of these again at some point. Or if you don't like it, maybe you won't see it as often. And the balance that we covered today is only, I think, a small subset, 1/3 to 1/2. So make sure to play test on PTS and give us feedback about all the changes. And then mid-season's coming up next patch.
Yeah, any final words from you, Nico?
Yep.
Just that I hope you all enjoy not only this patch, enjoy Vatu, and make sure to give us your feedback, especially with both Vatu and Grok. And I'm just super excited, as always, to bring another update to the realm.
Yeah, and on that note, folks, we will see you next time. We're here signing out. So, send a little heart out to y'all and a salute and whatever you want to do.
This was the best patchnote show in the recent times.
This has been a great time, and we look forward to the next one. And enjoy PTS.
I think my hairline's receding, by the way. I noticed this today.
I'm not sure what causes that, but some time ago I delayed the. Is this better? Any better? I think the lighting was bad because it's kind of evening now. Yeah, it was the lighting. Anyway, this is not where I stop. Let's go check out the actual patch notes and see if there's any more balance. Nope. I'll check out the patch notes real quick and then yes. Also, this is the season pass skin. I wish this was. So this is the limited timeouts. Hide and seek. So this is the Strix one. Which avatar? You mean this one? Kinda looks like Io. Yeah, big tail Io on the beach. Interesting. So they have changed some of the event pass things, like there are in the event pass there is like 2 skins and 2 recolors. These 2 are the skins and these 2 are the recolors. But in the game on event pass, the current one, the other 2 skins that otherwise would have been in the battle pass were put in the chests. The other skins and the recolors. This time though, the other skins do not have recolors. It's just this Tiberius without a recolor, and this Inara without a recolor. But instead, in addition, there is this mount. So the actual expense of this patch is lower than the game on. And that's kind of neat. They aren't like making us buy 2 different recolors, one for 400, another for 800. Yeah, that's better. In the chests, some are fun. Chest has 400 crystals and has the new Tiberius skin, Short Patrol Leon, Short Patrol Fernando, Mermaid Ying, Sunkissed Cassie, Longboard Lex, Buck Wild, and Cottontail Ceres. So if you want the red Leon skin, you have another chance of getting it. I know you like that actually quite a bit. Then there is this Lost Treasure chest with Crypt Guardian Rom, that's the Egypt drone, Emerald Bandit Maeve, Sphinx Soldier Tiberius, Soulbriar Grover, Gunslinger what? Why is the Gunslinger thing in here? And Bounty Hunter. Oh, hi-rez. Also, the cookout chest is basically the American chest. So it has Lady Liberty Nara, the Wings of Liberty mount, American Mustang, which is the Realm Royale mount, American, and Frigel Drogos. Ranked updates. Ice Mines and Frog Isle are not gonna be in ranked. And Bright Mars, Bazaar, Fish Market, and Sutter Desert are all in the map pool now. You see? Balance. Oh, yes, balance. And Roxas Quick Draw. They changed the card. Yes, Bright Mars in ranked. They changed quick draw card from increasing maximum ammo into a completely different effect. Hitting a player with revolver heals you for 15 health, I think. Furia, exterminate, damage reduction. Grog totems buff. Yeah, Braid Mash is... oh, right, it wasn't in the ranked. The Whirlwind buff is actually pretty good. So activating it devours 20% of the ult charge, but the rest of the charge trickles down as you use the ult. So if you die mid-ult, you keep the remaining charge. That's kind of neat. And you can only activate it at 100%. Deep Roots has reduced maximum bounces from 5 to 3. Rest in peace, Deep Roots. Yep. Fully charged sniper shot through grid card, which heals you, now deals half the health it did before. The Hunted. Lifesteal has been reduced on Lex. Octavia got a buff, which is good. Tiberius got a nerf. Heavy Blade, the slow is reduced from 50% to 30%, and the slow duration is down by 1 second. So, not as much slow for shorter amount of time. Zin, Guillotine nerf. Fuck you, Zin. And bug fixes. Oh, there's something about test maps here. Fixed an issue where players could not load into the match lobby when queuing for the test maps in the custom screen. I guess the test maps are coming to customs. Yeah, everybody expected Combat Trans nerf, but hi-rez claims that if they nerf that, Tiberius will be useless. And I think I agree with them, but there has to be a better solution. Okay, so what else do we have? Just bug fixes. Yeah, that's about all the interesting stuff in this patch notes. Is there anything else you wanted to see, Donut? Okay, see you later then.